This video is dedicated to Lavish Diamond Reynolds for the suffering she's had to endure. The eyes of the world on her, because she wanted to show the world the problems she was facing, pain she was feeling, the forgiveness she may be wrestling with giving. I know I would if I was in her shoes. If I'm sitting at the traffic lights and policeman comes and tries to talk to my boyfriend about a busted up tail light, then he asks him to produce his ID, and while he's reaching for his hand in his pocket, the policeman pulls the gun on him and kills him. I don't know if I would be able to handle that. I would probably want to punch at the cop, even if it meant that I would be thrown in jail. Because the way I see it, if you really love someone, it almost feels like life isn't worth living without them. Even though there's heaps of reasons to cling on to life. Plenty of people probably feeling like giving up on life right now. But don't. Jesus loves you. I know that those of us who claim to follow Christ aren't always loving to members of the African American community, or in my country, my birth country and my current country of residence, those people of African descent. God helps us to be loving when we only want to hate. You can't force multiculturalism. Plenty of cultures have just been thrown together and they're supposed to handle their differences. And some of them, they just stay civil, smile when they see each other, minimize interactions, and avoid conflict as much as humanly possible. It's our fear that keeps us separated. It's necessary for us to have separation to some degree in order to be able to have breathing space. But if the result is that we become so indifferent to each other that we see each other as aliens, or we see each other as thugs, or we see each other as pigs, or we see each other as the ones that are always the exploiters and never the exploited, then we kill our ability to reach higher and be better. There was another dude who was selling CDs outside a convenience store, and he had permission from the convenience store to sell those CDs. But the cop didn't like it, so he killed him. I'm someone that loves music. So if I see people that are making music and they're being killed, regardless of their race, I'm mad. Because that's kind of like my people. Doesn't really matter what color your skin is, especially if you love Jesus. That's the major connecting factor for me. No, I don't know if these guys are in heaven or hell right now. This is a sobering time. It's a time to think about the consequences of our actions, our past, present, and future. What we're doing with our lives. Are we wasting our lives? Are we spending our lives hating, or are we spending our lives loving? What is our response? Blue lives matter. Yes. African American lives matter. Yes. All lives matter. Jesus died for everyone. I understand the difficulty of showing forgiveness. I also understand how necessary it is in order for us to heal as a world. I mean, we can pile up grudges to the ceiling. It just eats us alive. There's plenty of cops hating right now because of there are people that went to a protest and they got killed by snipers. And there's plenty cops and other people just living in fear because the cops have been told that there's more people that are going to do other things, like drop bombs. So right now, just pray for peace before this world gets torn into pieces. It's not easy to be human right now. The animals have it easier. I don't know if they go to heaven. That's really up to God to decide. If they don't, then they definitely don't have it easier because they're not going to a place of peace. A place without sin, a place without disease. All I can tell you is that as humans we are, if we believe in Jesus. No. How are we supposed to keep on going? Jesus said to turn the other cheek, to be humble and meek. Meek means self-control, not weakness. Sometimes the dictionary's got it twisted, so don't always believe everything you read in the dictionary, yeah? Webster is not my king, only Jesus. Really, I just want to be a citizen of heaven. I'm kind of sick of living in this world, but I know God's got me here for a reason. God's got you here for a reason too, if you're watching this. I hope you know that you're loved. It's not easy to love. If you haven't been shown an example of love, it's hard to love in return. I don't know what motivated these cops into acting the way they did. I suspect they had unforgiveness in their hearts. Jim Crow is a mentality that needs to be destroyed in America and in the rest of the world. Let's be honest. People like to lie and say that one country is more peaceful than another. It's not. We're all ticking time bombs waiting to explode. Potentially. But it's the love of Jesus that keeps us on track. Okay.